Hey everyone! So I'm coming to you guys with a review, and that is of the Twin Shot Lip Plus Tint from Etude House. So they actually came out with this about a month ago, and I'm really sorry I didn't get this to you guys sooner. I had them, but I had a lot of the different troubles that I've talked about in some of my previous issues. Getting a new computer and having it kind of break and sending it back and getting it fixed, and now it's back, and that's why videos are coming up. These are new from Etude House. The idea of this is kind of like being able to create your own gradient, but in one package. There are some pros and some cons, and I'll get into that because there are two kinds of this, and one of them I think was really good, and then the other one is just kind of, I think the packaging of it is flawed and it could have been better. So I got OR201, which is Pure plus Love Shots, and I also got one of the cool ones because Etude House likes to make things that look like they're a different color, and then when they're on your lips they change, which is PK002 or Inner plus Peace Shot. These actually have different consistency. This one is the normal one. I think almost every single one, if not all of them, are like this. It actually feels a lot like the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. This one doesn't dry down as much as that does. And you can see here on the applicator, it definitely has that moussey texture. When you swatch it, it swatches also like a mousse. The bonus of this texture is it's really easy to kind of put it on and then blend it out to have a really nice soft edge. That's one of the things I don't like about the lip tints, is because a lot of them are more like a stain. They look really harsh and hard, and I really like things to be like softly blended out so it really goes out. The thing I don't like about this is having to do with this other side. Now, to get this to come out, you have to click, but the only problem is it takes forever. Now, when I first got this, I clicked it and nothing happened, and then I clicked it and I clicked it and nothing happened, and then I clicked it and I clicked it and nothing happened, and the next thing I know, I had clicked it a ton of times and nothing had happened. So I kind of ignored it, and next thing I knew, it was like 10 or 20 minutes later, and so much was coming out. So much was coming out, and I ended up having to wipe and wipe and wipe again. I also don't think this is the best, because if you do use too much product, you put it back in and you're basically mixing whatever is still left on here into here. I think if they had made this double-ended so that there was one side in one color and another side in another color, that would have been a much better idea, because you're not really mixing things. And as it is right now, you can, I think the pink is starting to kind of come out. Let's see if it will swatch. Yeah, there you go. You can see it's kind of pink, a little. But it also blends with the color that's already on here, which means if you really wanted like a pink right in the middle to fade into that orange, it's not, it's just, it feels very messy, and I'm really not a fan of the packaging, at least with this more mousse formula. So a bonus for this, besides the really nice soft texture, is the smell. So the scent in this is like the scent of those candy necklaces, kind of. It's a little sweeter. I like the fact that it's scented. You guys know how much I like fruity scented things and candy scented things. There's nothing problem, like no problem with that for me when it comes to lip products, and this smells pretty good. Now, as far as longevity of this, it lasted longer than I thought it was going to, but after a while your lips can feel dry. I did notice that. It doesn't last as long, it doesn't dry down as much as the NYX ones do, but it does still dry out your lips, which I thought was a little strange. So I put it on my lips, and my lips still felt kind of dry and chapped at the end of the day, even though this formula itself is not something that's drying. So that was also a con for me for this specific moussey formula. So the next kind, I'm gonna go ahead and say that all of them are mousse except for this one. This one I really liked as far as a tint goes. So this one is different. It's not a moussey texture, and the bottle itself, that's not the color, it's here on the inside. It's pretty much the same color as that green one that they came out with from the Berry Delicious line. So let me show you a swatch. So you see it shows up blue and then it turns this pinky purple. I'm gonna leave this on my hand. It's slowly gonna keep changing, so I'll show you the actual color. Now, as far as this one goes, it's a lot more liquidy. So when you click the applicator, the actual lip gloss here comes out really quickly. But once again, I feel like it kind of mixes with the tint. So if you really wanted the tint on the inside and you wanted to get more glossy on the outside, you're gonna kind of get tint on the outside as well. Let me click this for you so you guys can see. See that comes out? But it's not a really... It's not a super thick formula. You can see even though I added the lip gloss, the actual color of the tint is the same. So this isn't going to give you a good gradient. The color is really long lasting. I was so surprised with how long this tint actually lasts. A lot of the tints I tend to use, I feel like they last for like an hour or two and then you kind of have to reapply it. And even though it's a stain, it kind of only stains like the dry patches of your lips, and so you still have to reapply. This one actually lasted a really long time, and it turns into like a really kind of bright pink. If you like that kind of blue pink color, this tint itself was pretty good. Okay, so here is the tint color. Stains. So overall with these, if I had to give it a 1 out of 10 rating, I would probably rate this like a 6.5 to a 7. I'm not 100% sold on it. I think they could have done a lot better. I think the packaging, the way it's packaged, is what really brought down the points on this, because it's just messy and it mixes things. They would have done much better with double-ended, and that's pretty much the biggest concern for me. So if you want to get these, you can. I feel like if I were you, I would maybe get this one, and these are just kind of okay. If you want like more of a soft, like really soft moussey formula, these are good. But overall, they're not 100% my favorite. I feel like Etude House, you have better products than this. You do. So that's all for today. If there is anything you want me to review, put it down in the comment box below. I love reading you guys' comments. I also love responding to you guys' comments, and there are a lot more videos coming out, so you have to keep your eyes open. Have to keep your eyes open for that. So I'm gonna try posting 2 videos a week. If I can. I am still working full-time, so I might not be able to. So I'm going to try my best, because I can do it, right? Remember, like I said in my favorites video, I'm going to be doing a subscriber giveaway, so keep your eyes open. I'm waiting until next month so I actually have a little more money to spend on it, and I really want to fill it with some of my favorite products, and not just favorite products, but like full-sized. I want to do something special. So I'm gonna go. Bye guys. So this next one, I know a lot of people have pictures of this, and that's probably because the packaging is adorable, but it's the Panda Dream Bright by Tony Moly as well. The packaging is super cute. I mean, it's a panda, but it's supposed to kind of brighten and work as a base for your, just ignore the writing on my hand. This is supposed to work like as a base, and you can see if I rub it, it does have like a white, but the problem is when you blend it in, it just kind of goes